Okay, we're going to be practicing with a metronome today. Practicing with the metronome is crucial to getting better at any instrument. It will develop your sense of time and rhythm, and will also tell you when your time or rhythm is off, because it is keeping perfect rhythm. It's keeping perfect time. So right now, my metronome is set at 60 beats per minute, so 1 beat per second, and at 4/4 time signature, which means there are 4 quarter notes per measure. If it was 3/4, that'd mean there are 3 quarter notes per measure. If it was 6/8, however, that would mean there are 6/8 notes per measure. So I like to keep it simple. 4/4 is pretty common in rock music, pretty common in most styles of music. And you can even subdivide a lot of songs that might have a subdivision of 16th notes or something in 12/8. You can still kind of divide it up into 4 different smaller groupings, that is. And we can even divide this into smaller groupings. Even though it's counting 1 beat per second, it's counting quarter notes here, we can still feel the space in between each beat there. So that space that we feel, like the halfway point, if you see the pendulum, right when it lines up in the middle there, that would be the middle of the beat. That is where the 8th note is. And when we're counting that, we count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. So that's the 8th note. The triplet is something that most intermediate students get introduced to, is if we divide it into 3. 1 beat into 3 separate counts. Triplet, 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 triplet. Obviously, the easiest way to do that was to just say the word triplet. Kevin often says that he will say words like in a hard subdivision. Hippopotamus. For a quintuplet, he will say hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. And by saying words like that, and by counting it out loud, it allows you to feel the subdivision and to feel the beat a lot easier. And we can even go further by dividing it into 4 counts, which is the 16th note. So a quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. 8th note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Triplet, 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 triplet. 16th. When it counts on 1, I'll do the 16th note. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and okay, so those are 4 different ways that you can subdivide just 1 beat.